The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
Our Constitution opens with the words, as trite as it sounds, we the people. Well, it's time to remember that we the people are the government. We're going to reward work, not just wealth. This is the largest jobs plan since World War II. It creates jobs to upgrade our transportation infrastructure. Jobs modernizing our roads, bridges, highways. Jobs building ports and airports, rail corridors, transit lines. And in the process, it will create thousands and thousands of good-paying jobs.
Lie, lie, lie. Lie, 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 lie.
But they all lie. They do. They do. You know, it's amazing. You know how many speeches I've seen like this? The rhetoric. All about this infrastructure, meeting the needs of the nation. President Biden's speech is the same as Obama's speech. Matter of fact, the Obama-Biden speech, same thing. When they were doing their big infrastructure plan. And presidents before them, that's unbelievable. That's all rhetoric. Nothing more than political rhetoric. But the thing is, they mask the negative results. You think they'd at least be straight with the public, be straight with us. Unbelievable. So he points to the benefits of their infrastructure policy, making the case, right, for a big government, more socialism, more spending, based on the benefits. Benefits alone. $174 billion subsidy for an electric car? Are you kidding me? $174 billion subsidy for electric cars. So if you're GM or Ford, you want to build an electric car, you and I are subsidizing these people. Are you kidding? GM only paid, $18 million in taxes. They can't afford, you don't think they can afford it to build their own car? $213 billion for public housing? How is this infrastructure? $400 billion for Medicaid expansion, expanding socialism? When has subsidizing electric cars, billions for public housing, billions for more Medicaid, where's that tied to infrastructure? All rhetoric, all rosy. See, that's what they're selling. They're selling the rosy part of this. It's unbelievable. But when you start weighing the benefits of his plan, or of the Obama plan in the past, and other presidents in the past, same thing. They do this all for you, get you all excited. But when you weigh the benefits and the cost, it's unbelievable. You just end up with nothing but something that's negative. Net, the results are net negative. Sure, it sounds great. Trillions of cash flying out the door. Cash everywhere. But they're not honest. The debt goes up and you're shrinking the economy. The biggest problem is debt. When you have debt, you can't grow the economy. Now, here's the other thing that nobody's talking about. What he should have said, when you raise corporate taxes to pay for this crap, Remember, only $115 billion is going to bridges and roads and infrastructure. $115 billion. Let me repeat. But $174 billion is going to electric cars. $213 billion going to public housing. $400 billion going to Medicaid. But only $115 billion actually is going to bridges and roads. This is unbelievable. When all it's going to do is just the long-term effects of all this is so negative. Because why? Because it's financed by raising corporate taxes. What, are you nuts? When you raise corporate taxes, the first thing the corporation does is they reduce the business investment. They reduce the amount of money they're going to put in the budget for business investment, for new machinery, new plants, IT spending. That reduces productivity. Anybody can understand that. When you have this huge tax, and especially who the hell is going to invest with the capital gains of 40%? Even if it's 30%. They're not going to invest in new machinery. Who would? You got to be out of your mind. Take the money and buy your own stock back. The CEO will make much more money that way. If he wasn't buying his own stock back, because remember, his pay is tied to his stock. If he sat there and didn't do that, he wouldn't be making an extra $13 million a year. So what is he going to do? You think he's going to take the money and plow it back into business machines and new equipment and invest into new machinery? What are you, crazy? Why would he do that? Because look, and because he's not doing that, and he won't do that, that's going to reduce the productivity, which reduces wage increases and reduces new jobs. Because the whole thing about a strong country is productivity. Give people the tools. Give people the tools. They can produce more. But when you don't give them the tools to produce more, their wages don't go up. If productivity doesn't go up, their wages don't go up. New jobs. Are you kidding me? Who's going to offer a new job? All this government debt just crowds out the private sector investment. In other words, you're going to start taxing the corporations to pay for all this infrastructure. And then on top of that, we got massive government debt. That all crowds out private investment, meaning business investment, where companies going to go and invest. I mean, we talked about it yesterday. Who the hell is going to go and invest with a startup company? What venture capitalist is going to say, okay, I'm going to invest in your company $1 million because 5 years from now, I'm going to make 20-30% on my money? When someone's going to take 40% of that. Reduce business investment in productive tools means lower worker productivity. You don't have to go to Wharton to figure that out. You don't even have to graduate from high school to figure that out. Investments in improved machinery allow the assembly line guy, the Main Street worker, to produce more in output for every hour he works. And how many times you heard me? Productivity is everything. That's why we were the strongest nation in the world, because nobody could outproduce us. And you know what productivity is linked to? Your wages. So your wages aren't going to go up. But the CEO, his wages are going to go up. He's going to make a ton of money, because why would he buy that new piece of machinery for $1 million when he can buy stock back for $1 million? And then the stock for $1 million, and they'll shoot the stock price up 10-20%. That goes in his pocket. This is insane. But they all do it. Same thing. Sounded great. They all get up and applaud. Bunch of crap. Be right back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativeGroup.com.
License number A1900020.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. I am telling you, I've seen this before. You know how many these speeches I've seen? When you've been on this earth for 75 years, you've seen a lot of them. And when you've been in the market for over 50 years, you've seen a lot. The same garbage goes on all the time. They don't care about you. This is all BS. Are you kidding me? Not only can't we afford this, we're broke now. We can't afford this, but this is going to really kill our economy. Drag it. When you have big debt, you can't grow. It's just like your household. Your lifestyle doesn't grow when you have big debt. And when the government has big debt, your lifestyle can't grow. We can't afford this. Now, if you really think about it, it's about $1.1 trillion more than the entire national debt of 31 years ago. That's when Biden was about halfway through his first term in the Senate. God, imagine being in the Senate that long. No wonder he's so dumb. I'm telling you, I'm not going to get into the politics. Let's make money. God, this is sickening. Our existing debt of $28 trillion is soon to be $30 trillion. And they're going to turn around now and start taxing these corporations to pay for all this, and there's not going to be any incentive for the corporations to take money, plow it back into their company, get you new equipment so your wages will go up. That's not going to happen. So don't look forward to a wage increase. And inflation's killing you, as I've explained all week. They want inflation. The government wants inflation. The Federal Reserve wants inflation. The large corporations want inflation. Because when you have the biggest corporate debt and you have the biggest national debt, you want inflation so bad because the dollar then goes down and your value of your debt goes down, so it's easier to pay it. And all the rich, as I told you all week long, they don't make a living on wages. They make a living on asset appreciation. They love inflation. But for the guy on Main Street, he's screwed. He doesn't have any assets. And when his dollar goes down, 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 purchasing power goes down, 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 and he goes to the store, he's going, wait a minute, I had 2 bags of groceries for this $100. Just 2 months ago, I only got 1 bag. What happened? What's inflation, he's going to say. Now, the government has to leave job creation up to the entrepreneurs. Are you kidding me? The government should not try to create a job. The government should not try to do infrastructure. They shouldn't do it. The government does nothing well. It's incompetent. It's lazy. And the cornerstone of government is lying to us. Leave the job creation up to the private sector, to entrepreneurs, through startup businesses. Oh, no, but this is going to kill startup businesses. Because now with all this debt, a guy goes into the bank looking for a loan for startup business. He's competing with the government because the government's looking for money. That's called crowding out. So you're going to crowd out the guy who wants to start a business. The government crowds him out because the national debt's so high, the government needs so much money, you're crowded out because your interest rates go up, and you can't afford the loans. Now let's think about this. You would think, once you think about it, the clock comes back to 12. You can kick it, you can stomp it, you can do whatever you want. But it's going to come back to 12. And it's amazing that Biden and Obama, just in 2009, what's that? How many years ago is that? Whatever it is. 12 years, something like that. 12 years. They passed an infrastructure plan back then. What a disaster. They couldn't even get their permits. But forget the permits. They cost us, the taxpayer, $27,000 for every new job. every green job cost us $11 million. $11 million. Now, here we are 12 years later. And this is coming from the government itself. Instead of costing the taxpayers $27,000 for every new job like it did back then, 12 years ago, you know what's going to go up to now? $227,000 per job. That's not my number. That's the government. $227,000 per job. Remember they said $227,000? It's now going to cost $809,000. This is unbelievable. So it was costing us, the taxpayer, $227,000 for every new job that Biden and Obama were creating with their infrastructure plan back then. $11 million for every green job. Today, 12 years later, instead of $227,000, it's now increased to $809,000 per job. Wait a minute. Let's look at the COVID-19, the 700 jobs they created under the stupid stimulus bill. The cost per job, $2.5 million. What are you, nuts? They should change the name of this bill from the American Jobs Bill to the American Gets It Up the Butt Bill. Call it the Butt Bill. Up the Butt Bill. What are you, nuts? You know, infrastructure. Since when is infrastructure an electric car, public housing, Medicare? What are you, nuts? Only when you have a socialist government. That's when an electric car and public housing and Medicare is infrastructure. When you have a socialist government. So, I'm begging you, I'm telling you, when they start raising the taxes, the capital gains, and with this, all the money we owe, you watch how this market goes down. Your best defense is to learn how to get out of the stock market, not to leave it, to turn your position around and short it. So we have a special seminar that we're doing on May 8th. It's going to be archived for 2 weeks. You don't have to be there. Archived for 2 weeks. Going to be May 8th, 12 to 3 p.m., $75. 3 hours on how to short a stock. Please sign up. It's limited to 50 folks.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Graney, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Graney, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Then go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. Now, here's Phil.
There's no question in my mind that you're going to get very big increases in employment over the next couple of months. The economy is going to look terrific. Earnings are going to look terrific.
Stocks are going up. Home prices are going up. People are happier. I just know they are. They tell me that when I see them on the streets and in the restaurants.
Our economy is surging along. It's surging. It's a rocket ship right now.
I think we do have a rocket ship economy right now.
Unbelievable. Just unbelievable. But at the same breath, he said, don't pay attention to him when it comes to investments. I don't so I don't know if I'll find that cut.
I bought into it. It went straight down. I sold out. I cut my losses, and
Good
then this thing bounced back again. Wouldn't you know it?
Yeah.
Don't ever take investment advice from me.
Yeah, that's a good point. Don't ever take investment advice from me. And when you hear all these people telling you everything's wonderful, everything's great, what do we learn from life? I know what I've learned in the last 75 years on this planet. When everything is just going right, go hide in a hole somewhere. Go hide. Because when things are just going right, that's when you get whacked from something you least expect. It's the same thing with the stock market. The stock market hurts the most people when the people don't even expect it. Larry Kudlow, when we had the biggest housing crash, he was saying the same thing he's saying now. Same thing. Look, right now, why is it that people have been rotating out of the big tech stocks, the big institutions? They're rotating out. So they're going out of the big tech stocks and they're going into REITs. That's been a great place to go to. They've been going into REITs. We've done great stuff with REITs. And they've been going into housing. That's another area we've been. Yeah, housing. That's another area that's been really great. We're in DHI and KBH. Those are doing terrific. They're going into construction stocks. EME, Fuller, JCI. They're going into infrastructure stocks. Why wouldn't you? ACM, Vulcan Materials, VMC rather, Vulcan Materials, MLM, all doing terrific. But they're taking their money out of the tech. But what's happening? The people who are coming in now don't know what they're doing. They're buying the usual names. You can buy every day right now. Google, Amazon, keep going up. They go up every day. And that's where these people are going to. Everybody's going to Amazon and Google. They think they're going to be rich. And they have no idea what's going to hit them. No idea. But the key is, what he is doing I'm telling you, you can't go tell corporations, I want to tax you because I'm going to do all this infrastructure. Do you understand what's going on here? In 1 year, Trump and Biden, $12 trillion. We can't keep doing this. So it gives you a great opportunity when the market starts to blow up, starts to crash, with the same ease. The same ease of buying a stock, you can make money when it goes down. And we're going to focus on this for 3 hours on May 8th. And we're going to convince you, or you're going to convince yourself, that if you only knew how to sell a stock short, and if you only knew the signs that tell you when to get out. Even now we have a mutual fund tracker. A mutual fund tracker that tells you, nobody else has one of these, that tells you when you should be out. An alert gets emailed to you. Call to action. You got to do something. Nobody else has it. Our stocks, every day, our portfolio. You're never left alone. Every day at 2 o'clock, we post our portfolio of stocks. And every day at 2 o'clock, we tell you exactly what to do with them. Your broker do that for you? The 401k people that you work with, they do that for you?
Goldman Sachs continue to hold your scalp long, waiting for it to break out.
And then he keeps on going on, and he keeps explaining what you should do with Goldman Sachs. And he does that with a whole portfolio of our stocks. So we're right there with you every moment. Now, if you take a look at the stocks, everybody's started to go into all these defensive stocks, Coke and Pepsi and CL and all these stocks, Kellogg's. They're all starting to go down. They're all going down. Because the story is out there now. We got such this boom. You hear, I played a cuts, how booming everything is. Well, that's fine. We'll take advantage of it. That's called momentum. So we make sure every morning that we have our members into what we call our momentum stocks. These are stocks that are making the new highs. And as long as you stay with momentum stocks, you're going to make money. But if you do anything else in a momentum stock, you're going to get hurt. And most people don't even know what a momentum stock is to begin with. Let's talk about the banks. The banks are being propped up left and right. They're going to be the first ones to take this market down with big tech. With big tech. The place you want to be in the future, you're going to laugh, is oil. Is oil. Because what's happening is the big institutions, the biggest banks, the biggest insurance companies, the big boys, Wall Street, hedge funds, they don't want to pay anymore for the big tech stocks or Tesla. What do they want to pay for Tesla for? They're out of their minds. So they're going to start rotating soon. And we're starting to see it now into the oil stocks because nobody wants them. And that's how you do it. That's exactly how you do it. Also, people are going to start going into the airlines. They're going to start going into the casinos, the hotels. But you need somebody to tell you when that's happening. But more important than that, you've got to learn how to do the other side of the transaction. Please. I'm not going to convince you. I'm going to give you great information. Steve's going to give you great information on May 8th. And you got to convince yourself. If you just walk away with one thing, you go, I get it now. God, I wish I knew how to short a stock alone. It's not that hard. And now I don't have the fear. I don't have the fear. I'll just keep buying momentum stocks. And I'll keep buying the laggers. We call dog stocks. And then when this market starts to crash, I'm going to be in a great position. So example, right now, we've been buying steel stock, SID. We've been another stock, another steel stock, Steel Dynamics, STLD. These are all momentum stocks. We've been buying IYT, the ETF for the transports, doing beautifully. We're buying industrials, XLI, all power stocks. These are stocks that have no resistance, making new highs. New highs. We're buying U.S. Bank, Bancorp, U.S. Bancorp. Wells Fargo. We've been in Wells Fargo and today we just added to our position. But I know the market's going to crash, but it doesn't matter. I'm in there. I'm not going to be worried because my chart is going to give me an advanced color. It's going to tell me when it's yellow, and then it'll turn red, and I don't have to worry. And the best thing, I'm going to make more money when it goes down. Please join me in the class. Learn how to short. And then make money. Help St. Jude. Please, they need help.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
What, are you nuts? If the stock market can make you so rich, especially Apple and Microsoft and Google and Amazon and the rest, why are so many Americans poor? If the 401k promises you a retirement, then why is it we are in a retirement crisis? Here's the answer. Because 85% of you get out of the market too late. I fixed that with my color-coded chart, which tells you when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out. That's right, when to run like hell. Check it out. You get a free membership and the free color-coded chart for 10 days. Check it out, philsgang.com.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day?
That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026. Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
Welcome back to Phil's Gang. Okay, again, join my gang. 10 days, free. You get the membership, you get the color-coded chart. Give you an example. The color-coded chart, take Wells Fargo. When Wells Fargo turned green, it's now up 40%, and it's still green. So what does it mean, green? It means every candlestick, Wells Fargo, is green. Look at your chart. Your chart don't have that. But here's the neat thing. Now, anybody can make 40%. Anybody can get in. Now, I'm not saying every gang member from the day it turned green, when it turned green on, I think it was February 12th, all made 40%. I'm not saying that. Some did, probably. Maybe some made half of it or a third of it. But the point is, it's giving you a profit center on your stock. Think of each stock as a business, as your business. You want to own a small business. What the color code does, it identifies the area where you have risk off. That simply means where the big institutions are putting their money in. Not the people who are coming in and they're on margin and they haven't been in the market for the last 13 years. And now all of a sudden they think they're going to become millionaires by buying Amazon and Google. So the idea is that whether you got 10% of the 40% or 5% or 38%, it doesn't matter. You consistently make money. That's the key. How can I consistently make money? The worst thing is you make money, you lose it. You make money, you lose it. First of all, you have too many stocks. You're looking at too many stocks. A professional, like myself, do no more than 5 stocks, and we do about another maybe 3 bonus stocks on that. Because the 5 is really 10 because we short the stock on the way back down. On the way back down. And the stocks that you're buying as in your portfolio are the stocks that are in the big hedge funds portfolio, in the 401k portfolios, in the insurance company portfolios. Brand names. But the key is, when do I get out of this thing? And you always know because those first turn yellow, and they'll tell you in advance something's going on. Call to action. Call to action. Just like our mutual fund chart, our mutual fund tracker. Never have to worry anymore. Your people never tell you your mutual fund's in trouble, do they? Never. Never tell you. Or your 401k's in trouble. They don't tell you. Well, you don't have to worry about it anymore. Because the mutual fund tracker identifies for you when you should be getting out of it. When should I get out of my mutual fund? Shows you when to get in, when to get out. Nobody else has that. Now, for individual stocks, like the steel stock or Wells Fargo, we're up 40%. As a matter of fact, take my steel stock. The other one we did was USB. Let's do USB. No, these bank stocks. Now, these banks are in deep trouble, but that's okay. What do I care if they're in deep trouble? Don't matter to me because it turned green on February 12th. It's still green today. That's a 27% gain. And if you have a mobile device, you can go see this. See where every candlestick's green? Because they're telling you, and nobody else has this, it tells you the institutions are weighted right with this stock. This is where their money is. And then it'll turn yellow, telling you they're starting to take money out. So now you're prepared to make your switch. And then when it turns red, there's your conviction. There, right there. Boom, tells you red. You got to get out of this, but switch your position. And that's what we're going to teach you. How do you switch your position? Think about how wonderful that is. You can go to bed at night not worrying about a crash because you're going to know when to switch your position in advance of the pullback. And if you don't believe me, just join my gang for 10 days free. You get the color-coded chart. The only defensive action you can have with this 40% or even 30% capital gains, and with this nonsense, they're going to tax the corporations to fund this infrastructure, which is insane. Insane. Because Biden's plan will lead to a decrease in average hourly wages, but he doesn't care. He's now a socialist. That doesn't matter to him anymore. He's an oligarch now, like all oligarchs in socialist nations. They're rich. But Biden's plan is going to decrease your hourly wage. Why? Because the CEOs, think about it. If you were taxed, they came to your business, or they came to you as an individual and say, you know what, I'm going to take from your paycheck, 40% or 30%. Because they think you're doing well. And the government says, you're doing good, you're doing well, you're making $55,000. I'm going to come in, I'm going to take another 15%, 20%, maybe 30% from you. You're doing, because we got a socialist program, okay, great socialist program, and we're going to fund it. What would you do? Would you be investing? Of course not. Of course not. So you wouldn't invest and buy a new lawnmower or buy a new car. Or you could. Well, what's the difference with a corporation? You think a corporation is any different than you? What are you, nuts? You think they're going to go out and buy a new $2 million machine that would increase your productivity as a worker so you can demand wages increases? Biden's plan is going to kill your wages. Going to employment. It's going to kill jobs. Not only are these companies going to stop business investment, which reduces productivity, but that's going to reduce wages and it's going to start layoffs. Now, these infrastructure jobs we hear about, ridiculous. Now, the good thing about the infrastructure job is they tend to pay 30% more than most other jobs. But here's the big problem. In the infrastructure job, they take away from the other companies. So you got Main Street, you got all businesses, and when they say there's an infrastructure job and they can get more wages, they leave their employment. So so now you got a problem. Businesses have a problem. They can't get good people. They're losing their people. Their productivity starts going down. See, it doesn't work. You can't take and steal somebody, because if you're making, let's say you're making $15, $20 an hour, but now we're going to give you $40 an hour. But it's only temporary. He didn't say that last night. It's temporary. It's temporary. 1 in 10 people work in some sort of infrastructure job. We have about 14 million people in infrastructure. But the new people that's coming in, you're going to be temporary. It's going to feel great. You're going to get big wages, but guess what? Then you're going to go home and sit on your couch. You say, well, that's okay because, see, I usually get $300 unemployment, and they're going to send me another $300, and then I'm going to get another $1,400, and they're going to get me a cell phone. Don't have to pay for that. None of that works. It doesn't work. The stock market is a wonderful place to make money. And if you can afford to be in the market, thank your lucky stars. Because with the inflation that's going on right now, and the dollar that's going on down right now, is pushing any assets you have up. Any assets you have up. And that's the important thing. Why do you think they want inflation? As I told you yesterday and the day before, the government wants inflation so bad. So the dollar goes down, so the value of their debt decreases. So now they got debt that's going down automatically, and they're paying it down with cheap dollars. And that's why China gets grumpy, and they get all upset with us because we're cheating them. That's how they look at it. Because they're holding a debt that's, let's say, $20 million in debt. Now that $20 million debt's only worth $15 million. So that's why when we go over to borrow money from them, they go, oh, no. We want higher rates. Then we get screwed. Look, again, join my gang, philsgang.com. Go there now. 10 days, it's free. Color-coded chart free. And then, for those who want to learn how to short your only defense against this crazy system we're going to have, where they're going to be taxing everybody, and which is going to take this market down faster than a flying monkey. Join my gang, philsgang.com, free for 10 days, and sign up for the workshop May 8th, $75, archived 2 weeks.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.